It's usually a picture postcard coastline, but today this iconic stretch of road was brought to a standstill. Massive slips, rocks and debris blocking the roads both north and south. Kaikoura is completely cut off. The earthquake's impact can be seen right across the region. Dozens of decent aftershocks also kept coming, one during this residents' briefing. Hundreds of tourists were also caught up in the chaos. One elderly man died here at the historic Elms homestead and another was pulled from the rubble. The injured were flown to get medical attention. Further north at Bluff Station, this farm cottage was shaken from its foundations. Built on a fault line, it felt the full force of this morning's powerful quake, and so too did the worker who lives here. He was in bed when it began shaking.
With vital road, rail and sea links from Christchurch choked off, freight companies are now scrambling.
It's certainly been the worst since the Christchurch earthquake.
Kiwi Rail says it'll be 2 days at least before they can say when trains will start running along the east coast to Picton again. For the coastal road from Cheviot to Kaikoura, the outlook is also uncertain.
As aftershocks continue to rattle the middle of the country, the clean-up continues from this morning's 7.5 magnitude earthquake, which struck just after midnight. Its epicentre was inland from Kaikoura, near Culverden in North Canterbury, and it hit just after midnight. A tsunami warning was issued for much of the east coast of New Zealand, and since then there have been several 6 magnitude and a number of 5 magnitude aftershocks in the region. 2 people have died, one in the collapse of the historic Elm homestead in Kaikoura, the other at Mount Lyford in North Canterbury. There is extensive damage throughout the Upper South Island. Slips have closed State Highway 1 in several places on the coast road between Christchurch and Picton. In many places, the quake shook items off shelves. The CCTV vision shows the moment the quake hit Wellington. It was recorded at the Gulf Warehouse in Thorndon. Power was knocked out to some areas immediately after the quake. These pictures posted on Facebook are from Nelson, where swaying power lines arced. The local lines company says 870 homes were at one stage without power. Most have now had it restored.
As daylight emerged, so too did the extent of the damage. Railroads rerouted, highways smothered by landslides. At the Elms homestead in Kaikoura, 2 people escaped, including a 100-year-old woman, but another man didn't make it. Parts of the main railway line between Blenheim and Christchurch have been completely wiped out. It'll take days just to assess the damage and who knows how long to fix it. As the full extent of the damage is being assessed, people are being warned to expect the inevitable, more aftershocks.